Welcome back to the We Got Notes podcast. Thank you for joining us for season 2, episode 5. We're going to get into what everybody is talking about, Ryan Coogler's Sinners. And if you haven't seen it, you've had plenty of time. So what's your problem? What you been doing? Get to the theater.
But go see the movie, damn it. Go see the movie, damn it.
Okay.
What are you waiting on? What are you waiting for? Go see the movie, damn it.
Everyone has an opinion about it. It's on TikTok. It's on YouTube. People are giving their thoughts. This is his $100 million budget film, and it shows.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad he got the money. You know, I'm glad he was able to pitch an original idea to a major studio, and they said yes. And they not only gave him the money to make the movie, but they gave him a little bit of money to market and promote the movie as well. I'm gonna let you handle that one.
I'm going to keep it brief and I'm going to keep it cute. It says it's a horror film. It's set in 19...
We're going to talk about that later. We'll talk about that later.
Set in 1932 in the Mississippi Delta. Stars Michael B. Jordan in dual roles as twin brothers who return to their hometown to start again, only to be confronted by supernatural evils. Bum, bum, bum. And then...
I like that. That's a very, very, very generic synopsis because it's way more to this movie than that. But let me start first with this, because I know we're in the business where we have to classify everything. I know we are classifying Sinners as a horror movie, but it's really not. It's about so much more. But it does have elements of horror, but it's deeper than that. Like, it's like Coogler's pen caught fire. Like, his right game, man, what a script.
The film is drenched in so many genres. I mean, you could call it historical. You could call it a musical. There are so many labels you can put on it. This film is drenched in so many different themes, but you have to pick a lane. They picked a horror because it's, you know, we got black vampires, y'all. Okay.
No, I get why I understand why they classified the film as a horror film, but it's not a horror film. Like I said, it's about, like, which is really cool because it's about so much more. I just love the fact that this film exists in an honest space where we can talk about Jim Crow, where we can talk about life in the Mississippi Delta, where we're showing the people in their existence. I mean, I love that. I've never really seen a film sort of like set things up that way in this era and honestly let it breathe. Like it was very authentic. It was very realistic. I love that aspect about the film. I also love that the way Ryan wrote this, it's a very, very patient movie, because I felt like I got to know a lot about a lot of different people, not just the lead character or lead characters, since Michael B. Jordan's playing two different people, but you got to know a lot about some of the other players in the movie. And like the film it's purposely deliberate. Like, it takes its time. Like, it's not in a rush. Like, you like Ryan, you can just tell, like, when he was writing this, man, he was channeling his inner old man, because it moves like an old man that's lived.
He opened it like a bottle of wine, and you have to let it.
Got to let it breathe.
You gotta let it breathe. You're right.
I know some people. Some people got impatient with it. I did not. As I was watching, I was like, oh, okay, this is what we're doing, and I like that. To use your analogy, he let it breathe. To use my analogy, it moved the way an old man walks around, but he still got his game. He still got his swag.
He still got his George Jefferson limp. Like, he's still
it really did, though. It just, because he didn't rush. He's like, now I know y'all coming in here thinking this is gonna be a horror movie, but I'm gonna push pause for y'all.
Y'all gonna get these lessons enveloped in this horror with these vampires.
That's why there's very few movies that I will tell anyone to see twice or even three times. This is one of those. It's because it's like you said, it's layered because it's entertaining, but there's so many lessons. Like I love that Jim Crow element. I and then let's talk about the musical aspect where it's drenched in the history of the blues. It's drenched in the effects of the blues. It's entrenched in the power and the mythology of the music. Is like, yo, I like kudos because the blues don't get its credit ever. The music's authentic. I just love the way it's presented in the film, and then he connects it with some other things that comes to a culmination in one of the most incredible scenes I've ever witnessed in cinema. I'm like, I know I'm not at a play, but I wanted to stand up and applaud.
In addition to the blues that gets recognized, in addition to the Jim Crow South, we have the Mississippi Delta Chinese immigrants. We
Yeah,
have
and their interaction with the culture and how they interacted with both sides of the fence, with both the whites and the blacks, and it demonstrated the role they played in this community, and it's just also authentic, and it all made you want to like run to the Google machine and Google and do additional read. Like this thing just there's something about this film that it gave me an energy where I had this burst for this huge thirst of knowledge. There were so many different cultural elements and so many different factoids that I embarrassingly didn't know about. Like I'm like,
same. A lot of us don't, but that's why his delivery. Remember, it's not the message; it's the delivery, and he
he
presents it in this
that
film. Before
man
we get too far
Coogler.
on, like we got to talk about some of the other players in this
Yeah,
film.
yeah, we do. No, there's so many. Well, there's so many. I mean, it's like a chessboard. There's so many players. But kudos first to look the double role thing. If it's not done correctly, can be very gimmicky and distracting.
Yep.
And Coogler did his man. Coogler did his thing from start to finish. Like
Yay,
I
area. Y'all should stand up. Y'all should salute. You should be very proud of your native writer, director of Sinners, because he knocked this one out of the park.
got to give props because it all starts with the writing, and Ryan Coogler wrote the script. And then, when you talk about the performances, I mean, Michael B. Jordan was amazing, but man, I know we honored him during the pandemic with the Career Achievement Award, but Delroy Lindo, man, we gave him,
Icon, classic.
yeah, Celebration of Black Cinema gave him the Career Achievement Award back during the pandemic. He's a scene stiller in a movie that's very hard to steal scenes.
His comic relief and delivery always spot on. But the moment that stuck out for me where I was like, oh, when he saw his buddies on the chain gang
That
and
was
he
deep. That
told
was
his
deep.
story, I was like, we're potentially witnessing the roots of generational trauma, right? Where that's where it started for some of
That's
us.
what no, that's what it's addressing. No, this film is like I love a movie that can go deep but still be entertaining. Like that is so hard to do.
Yeah,
Because
he
in the
nailed it.
hands of the wrong person, this is like, yo, this is preachy. You hit me over the head. Can we please just get to the vampires? I just want to get bit in the neck and keep it moving. But the things that Ryan Coogler lays out on his storytelling journey, like you just want to follow along. Like I'm going with you on this one, bro. I'm with you every step of the way. We watch a lot of movies because that's what we do professionally. Like for the casual movie fan, yeah, but we watch a lot of movies. And for a movie to take me on a journey, to take me on a pathway that I have not been on before, and I'm enjoying every step of the way, that's saying a lot.
This is probably where the generational trauma, you get a little bit of glimpse of where it may have started from, right? In addition to old school coping mechanisms, just drinking, because there was no therapy, that wasn't allowed. You had to get up and go to work. You had to get up and provide for your family. So there's little tidbits and facts and little messages wrapped in this vampire horror that I appreciate.
I love that film Twitter is just exploding. Like I love the positivity surrounding this film. I love that people are going to see the movie. They're talking about the movie. They love the movie. I mean, you got people even out here dissecting like aspect ratios. I mean, when the last time your peeps in the hood was discussing aspect ratios? Like I'm in the barbershop, they talking about aspect ratios. They like, what aspect ratio should I go watch Sinners in? I'm like, okay, this is different. This is different. Like,
Whichever one they're showing in the theater.
I love the representation of the three women leads because I thought they were all fully developed, well represented, but I also liked the casting. They were unafraid with the casting.
Let's
like
talk about the cast. Academy Award nominated Hailee Steinfeld. We have newcomer singer Miles Caton.
We gotta talk about him. We gotta talk about him in depth because this is his first performance in a feature film, and he had a lot of responsibility.
Yes, he did. And one of the other female leads you mentioned, Juilliard's own Jayme Lawson. We have veteran Omar Miller. Come on. He did his thing. We talked about Mr. Delroy Lindo. We have Jack O'Connell, Critics' Choice Television nominee. And now don't get on my case, y'all, okay? Beautiful, beautiful sister. Critics' Choice nominee as well for Lovecraft Country, one of my favorite shows. Wunmi Mosaku.
Wunmi. The N is silent.
There you go.
Wunmi. Yeah. Amazing.
And amazing. Of course, George Buddy Guy. Like, come on.
Yeah, but no, Wunmi and Hailee just, I mean, those, yeah, and yeah, those, whoo, those are some powerful roles, and what each character represented in the scope of the story was just like some powerful. I mean, it was powerful messaging. I mean, the whole spiritual, religious connection that Wunmi's character sort of represented, that whole longing to be a part of this blues culture that Jayme's character represented, and then the really tough character portrayal, Hailee, and the whole passing and what it meant to be, part white, part black, existing in a world in which either side presented a misstep or could unfortunately cause some situations you didn't want to be caught up in. I thought that was so well done, so well written, and so well delivered. I mean, I loved all three of those characters. I loved all three of the women. It just represented some newness and some freshness that you don't always see on screen, and to have three of those performances like that in one movie is just like such a breath of fresh air, and it blew me away, and I was excited for it.
Yes, Brian truly stacked the cast because all of the actors showed up and did their role. They put their stamp on it. Yeah. They did great jobs. And this is why filmmakers need to be protected at all costs. They can ban books, but what they probably are not going to do is ban these box office budgets and the money that comes in from films. Protect filmmakers at all costs.
Ryan's amazing. I mean, this is film number 5. And I mean, his first 5 films I would put up against anyone's first 5 films, like easily. Like from a creative and from a box office standpoint, I don't think there's a director who has a better run when you talk about their first 5 films. Maybe I haven't looked this up, so I'm just talking. I'm not a IMDb clone, so I don't have stats memorized in my head. So forgive me, people, for that. But I don't even think Mr. Spielberg's first 5 movies were as dope as Ryan Coogler's first 5 movies. I mean, for certain, not Spike Lee. Although Spike Lee had a hell of a run, but Ryan's first 5 I mean, it's strong. I know Spike came out the guns with "She's Gotta Have It," then "School Days," then "Do the Right Thing," then "Jungle Fever," then was it "Mo Better Blues" or Malcolm X "Mo Better Blues"? I mean, that's a solid five, but he don't have the box office that Ryan has. Like Ryan's box office with two Black Panther movies and two Creed movies and now Sinners is like that's insane. And
Yo,
all five,
that's a great comment discussion. Like,
yeah, but it's a strong first five. And let's not forget, Ryan's very first film, Fruitvale Station, is a masterpiece, and it's a film that if you haven't seen, people need to go and watch that right away. And sadly, it's a movie. The subject matter is still relevant today in 2025, and it's like almost what 10, 15 years ago. But I mean, and it also starred Michael B. Jordan, but Fruitvale Station's an amazing, amazing, amazing debut film for Ryan Coogler. But he outdid himself with Sinners. I mean, the combination of storytelling and then the music and the entertainment factor and then all the history lessons he throws at you and this incredible cast. And notice we've been talking about this film for a few minutes now, and we haven't even gotten to the vampire part. We're just talking about the setup. Like that's just how incredible this film is. We're
because
just
really
talking
the
about the setup.
vampire was the vehicle. Like I was sitting there and I was just like, oh, okay, I see. They were like sitting down and were like, let's do vampires, but with a vibe. Like, let's make it cool. Like the vampires were dancing. And I didn't even know that I knew that I liked or preferred vampires to be dancing as opposed to that zombie stance that we normally see.
I
Like,
just I just think the whole the whole concept is brilliant. And I was fortunate enough to have an opportunity to speak with Ryan. And one of the things I asked him was like, you know, when he decided to write this, what came first? The vampire element or the blues element? Because they're both like that combination is just so like when you stop and think, you're like, damn, nobody's really done this before. Like it makes it's like nobody's done this before. It makes sense. And in a really weird way, and I love that this movie is receiving universal love, but in a really weird way, Sinners is a blacker movie than Black Panther.
ooh, say more.
It's just because the way it deals with Jim Crow and the Klan, and we're in Mississippi in a small town, and you got the blues and you got the juke joint and all the different discussions that are being had with the different characters and the movement and the signature styles and the music and all the trappings. I mean, it was very unapologetically Black. Like it's because look, this was taking place in a real space. At the end of the day, Black Panther is a comic book. Wakanda's fictional. Like Mississippi's not. Like that was real shit for people.
Okay,
That's
okay.
that's
I
like
see the
real
tie-in. I
life.
see
That's
the
from
tie-in.
the soul. That was from the soul, man. That's our ancestors. Like for real. Like Black Panther's dope, but at the end of the day, Black Panther's fake. This is Wakanda does not exist. Like
That's
that's not a real country in Africa. This was American realness. Like if you go to ancestry.com right now, I'm sure you could trace some family members back to that juke joint.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Down
I'm
the
just
Delta for sure.
you could trace some family members back to that. That's why. So there's a like when they were feel that pain you feel, I'm feeling that. That's the pain of my ancestors. Like when they were in the fields picking that cotton, the tips of my fingers hurt because I know somebody in my family did that.
Yes. No, yeah, you're
Like
right about that. And that
somebody
ancestor
in my family had to meet that quota.
yeah,
Like there's
in
probably
the
somebody in
church.
my
In
yeah
the church. When he walked into the church on a Sunday,
yes
like I've been working, or in the beginning, he's like, I've been working all week, Dad. I
real.
just want a day off.
Man,
No,
it's
you're
it's
right.
it's real. And, Michael B. Jordan as the twin brothers. that longing to capture the American dream by any means necessary, like leaving where you from, going to a foreign place, which is Chicago, and getting mixed up in the wrong thing, but making the best out of a bad situation and trying to come back home and flip it. I feel that. I know that. Like that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah, points are being made. You're right.
This movie was this movie's from the guts. Like I like when I finished watching Sinners, I almost wanted to like call one of my aunts and ask them to cook a pot of chitlins. Like, because I don't want to wait until Thanksgiving. Like, I'm about to call my aunt and be like, I just need to get a pot of chitlins because I saw Sinners and it hit me in my gut. So I just need some chitlins and some cornbread and some hot sauce just to balance it out.
That cookout at the juke joint was looking real good.
But I will say though, my man Delroy, when he handed him that beer, I've never seen anybody that man the way he drank that beer, like.
You know what it's like to be in the South and it's humid and it's hot and you hit that cold, refreshing, carbonated
alcoholic.
That ancestral remix, that ancestral musical remix mashup.
See, I didn't know how much of that to give. I didn't know how much of that to give away because I don't know who's seen it or who hasn't. Because
too bad if you haven't seen it. We're talking about it now. It's been out for a week or more. That musical ancestral remix paying homage to the genres from different generations and cultures, phenomenal. Do you know what it takes to get the music to mash up and blend as smooth as it did? Like nuts. What? Nuts. And then to have the costume. Shout out to Ruthie Carter, Academy Award winner.
She don't play. She don't play. The talent of craftsmanship on this film, the costumes, the set decoration, the production design, the music, the score, like the.
Is it Gorgonson? He did his thing.
Let's not forget the cinematography, because old girl who did the cinematography had us looking good. I'm talking about looking good. Like, so my thing is, we know how dope this movie is. It has received damn near universal unanimous praise. I'm so happy the Academy just made the announcement, which blew my mind and had to blow a lot of other people's mind. So they got this new rule in place. If you're going to vote, you have to watch the movies.
Shawn Edwards, no lie. I thought like, this can't be true. This is AI. This is a deep fake. This was not already stipulated? After how many years? The Academy
100 years. They on year 98?
Year too many for this to now be a rule. Like, what is going on? And that goes to show that like none of the awards really truly matter. When when artists are doing their art, do your art. Do it for you.
They technically have to go back to year one and do a redo.
Guess what? I don't want it. Now it doesn't even matter. It doesn't. It's like, what was it? The designer's name in the Cosby Show that Theodore got? It's one of those shirts. It's not. It's a Contrail. What was it? Elise Contrail. We don't want it. It's a fake. It's fugazi. And now we
know why Nora won. The fix was in. They literally said, in order to vote, you have to watch the movies. That's like saying, in order to play kickball, you have to kick the ball. We out here handing out awards that means you're supposed to be the best of the best. The most culturally significant thing you can win in terms of movies, the Oscar. Best picture, best actor, best actress, best director. Millions of people watching on TV. And y'all mad Will Smith slapped somebody at y'all show? But y'all here voting and y'all not even watching the movies. So we out here, what are we doing? Are we guessing? Are we playing favoritism? Are we paid off? Which one is it?
It's the Hollywood Shuffle, baby.
Hopefully they watch Sinners because I don't see there being 10 movies coming out this year that's going to be better than Sinners. So that's the best picture nomination. I
Totally.
really need I need Ryan Coogler to be the first black person to ever win Best Director. Michael B. Jordan's performance was incredible. Wunmi and Hailee, how do you deny them supporting? The cinematography's popping. The costume designs are off the hook. The art direction's superb. The production is superb. The score, never heard anything like it. I think I just counted about 8, 9, 10 nominations, and a couple of them should be wins.
Wins
Especially
across the
since y'all
board.
got to watch the movie, because there's no way you can watch this movie and deny its excellence. I'm sorry.
No, we're not sorry. We're standing 10 toes down on this, and that is what it is. Because the horizons were like watercolors. The horizons and skylines and the sunsets were like it was like a
They
watercolor.
even made the ugliness of picking cotton beautiful.
Thank you. In a vampire flick. Like what?
And we still ain't talked about the vampires because I love some Jack O'Connell as the vampire, though. I love the whole intersection of the Irish and the black folks and all that
Oh,
that entails.
that Irish dancing breakout thing, that was dope. I couldn't really understand what they were saying. I didn't know if they were talking about a dog named Lassie, but visually and from what I could make out, the melody, bomb. That's a scene that's going to be copied. There's actually several scenes from this
Several. No, it's an
copied
incredible.
over and over.
It's a movie with a lot of incredible scenes, a lot of fantastic moments, and like I said, everybody, all the actors were on their A game. It's well written. I mean, it's cinema at a new level. I think there's going to be this movie is going to inspire a new generation of filmmakers because a lot of young people are like just worshiping this movie. Like when I talk to like a lot of people under 20, like this is like for me, that moment is when I saw the original Star Wars. It was one of those movies that just blew my mind and stuck with me and made me want to do what I do. I think Sinners is going to be that movie for a whole generation of people, especially those under 20. It's it's one of those movies. It really is that good.
It
I
is, and
love
that's what movies should be. They should be
yes,
inspiring. They should
yes.
live on. They should leave a legacy. Did I hear him say like kind of we putting cases on all y'all? Was that an ode? I like there were moments. The ending was epic.
It felt like a real damn movie. I love the fact that a bunch of people under 20 are loving it. And I love the fact that now my mama want to see it. That's
Hey, now that's it.
that's
Let's
it. Like, cause my mama don't know Ryan Coogler from Coogler Ryan.
and shout out
So
to Ryan for having his wife as a producer. Like I love a
that
good
too.
I love a good family, you know.
And shout out to Ryan Coogler for going on the Warner Brothers lot and saying, y'all got to pay me first.
Talk about it.
And I want to own this after 25 years.
Talk about it.
That's the ghost of Prince.
See,
That's the
these are
ghost of
the things
Prince.
that people need to know. These are the things that our people need to know
The
more about.
business, the business, the business. I just did an interview with Keith David, legend in the game, voice work king. He was like, look, it's called show business, but it's really business, business. He said, that's how he lasted all these years. He said, it's business, business. Don't make no mistake about it. It's business, business.
How many claps are you giving Sinners?
Now I'm giving Sinners 5 claps and a couple of foot stomps.
Come on, you joint stops.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on. That song Jayme sang when she's like, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, dude, 5 claps and a couple of foot stomps, and kudos to Ryan, Michael B. Jordan, and everybody involved, man. This is one of the best experiences I've ever had in a movie theater. And like I keep saying, I've seen a lot of movies.
And speaking of Mr. Jordan, when we say we want a pair of Jordans, this is what we mean. This is it.
I love that.
I am giving Sinners 5 out of 5 claps.
Yeah.
They deserve it. Ryan Coogler deserves it. Protect filmmakers at all costs.
All you film critics and all you people that vote for these award shows and all you Academy members who now got to watch the movies, don't forget about this one. I need Best Picture nom, Best Director win. I need all of that. Don't forget. I know it's early, but I don't see 10 other movies being better than this. I'm sorry.
We ain't sorry.
Sinners, baby. I'm a sinner. I'm a sinner.
They all sinners. Listen, whether they want to admit to it or not.
All right, as you can see, we always got notes and we have lots of notes, but we appreciate y'all for chilling with us, sticking with us. And if you got notes, let us know and check back in next week for our notes on all, and I mean all the latest releases.
Don't forget to subscribe and like the We Got Notes podcast on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, or wherever you listen to podcasts.